Right, so massive day today, as we said. We have the equipment which has arrived behind us, so we're really excited. We're going to get it inside the shed behind us this morning. Slight problem though, we couldn't get it up the gravel drive, so the lorry's too wide to fit up. So we're kind of working out what to do. I think what we're going to do is we're going to just bring the forklift down, get things off using the forklift and just take them up the road as quick as we can. Hopefully we can share with you our new wonderful shed later this afternoon. Right, so we are just now going to get the forklift off the truck ahead of us. So it's a truck with a big hydraulic arm which you can see. And what they're going to do is attach those straps to it, get it off, then get it down this track so we can uncharge the lorry. We need to move pretty quickly here because we're blocking the whole road, which is a bit annoying. We've already been told off for that, so yeah, a bit of a rush, but hopefully it's going to be okay. Right, so to add insult to injury, it's also pissing down with rain. Not ideal. Not at all the weather that was forecast or expected. Pathetic fallacy? I certainly hope not. So let's see how it goes. Behind me, it's being lifted and taken off the lorry. So we'll install it after, but at the moment, what we're doing is just getting it off the lorry as safely as we can, so that we can get it down on the ground and then shifted into the shed.
The first of our fermentation tanks have arrived. You can see one behind me. This big steel cylinder, this is what the wine will be stored in. And there's a lot of drama happening behind me. As you can see, the final one is being lifted off the truck.
So we're still going at it about halfway through, but one thing which I forgot to mention is this little beauty here. So this is a pump, and it's not just any pump, it's a pig's tail pump, which is for the grapes to get them into the fermentation tank. So above here, what we put is the destemmer. So the grapes come out the bottom of the destemmer like this. They go into this hopper, and then out of this 100mm tube, they get sent up over the top into the fermentation tanks. So a very important piece of kit, and really happy to have it here now.
So it's still drizzling a little bit. Not pathetic fallacy, we're staying positive. More of the coups are coming down the drive now, so you can see behind me. We have the installation team working very hard. We need to get these coups in, stand them upright, and then we are halfway there, I would say, to having a completed shed, otherwise known as our winery. Here you can follow the drama in real time as the coupe is slowly making its way up the drive. You can see it's a careful balancing act, weight distribution, and we have the forklift. Obviously we need to be really careful because this is an expensive piece of equipment, so any damage to it will be very detrimental, not only to our finances but also to how we store the wine. So it's a precious piece of equipment and we're taking good care of it. The shed is now home to two giant cylinders, which I am circling around. It's quite hard to show you the scale of them. You can see they're almost touching the roof, so our calculations paid off and we were able to tilt them upright without removing any of the roof, so a win so far.
One day later, we have now got all of the equipment in that arrived yesterday, and this is the first step into getting the winery into a position for this year. So here we have it. We have the 3 fermentation tanks installed. At the far end here, we have the closed tank. So this tank is really useful because it barely lets any oxygen in at all. So it's got a fixed capacity. We've put this one at the end. And then next to it, we have the 2 variable capacity tanks, which use a couple of floating lids that are over there. These are really practical. They're probably not as good for long-term storage and stuff as the closed one, but that's why we've got a mix. These are a bit easier because you don't need a fixed volume of wine in them. So we put those 2 together. Then over here is the famous wine pump. So this is for the whole berries. So as soon as the grapes get picked, the stems come off and the berries go in here, and out the end of that, through a big pipe, they'll go into the fermentation tank. So really pleased to have this. And then the other stuff that we have here is we've got some tubes. So this is for juice, so for pumping juice around. We have a pressure washer, a broom, and a few bits and bobs for the vineyard as well. So first tranche of stuff, it's looking pretty good if you ask me, and looking forward to get the rest in soon. So this is a huge milestone for us, but the work's not over. We've still got plenty of things to do to get the winery in working condition. First one is to attach all of the doors and give a really good clean to the fermentation tanks. They're really dirty, we need to sterilize them completely. Then the next thing that we're going to work on is the walk-in fridge in here. So inside we've cleared most of it out. We've got a few shelves and things which are really useful and some pallets that are still in here. We still need to get everything out, give it a big deep clean, really sterilize everything, and also get it back up and running, which is no mean feat. And finally, as you can see, it's still dirty and we've got a little bit of a leak in the roof in the corner over there. So the final thing to do is fix the leak in the roof, remove all of this vegetation and clean really, really deeply. We're going to sanitize and sterilize the whole place so that it's fit for really high quality wine. Currently it's nowhere near that state, so we're going to have to do a massive deep clean and get this all sorted.